Okay, I'm just trying to get through this couple of videos here, and the guy keeps aggravating the shit out of me. So I'm just listening to this video about these people talking. He's ranking out a TikToker, and up on the screen here I have a video from my Rumble channel called "Right to Reality." One word, right to reality. RIGHTTOREALITY. So, anyways, it's on there, and I was making a comment that it only had 3 views and it had 5 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. I was kind of suspicious about the thumbs ups and the thumbs down um, because it's such a shitty video. So I thought. But now that I've been playing it for a few minutes, it's actually pretty good. But it does start raining like 10 minutes into the video so it's like an hour and something 48 minute video. So 47 point something minutes, but the it starts raining like 10 minutes in. So let's keep listening to these guys. They're aggravating the hell out of me. I don't know how much more I can take of this shit. I shouldn't even have put it on.
That it's like trying to teach somebody about a subject from the ground up. So, first off, the asteroid did kind of obliterate everything. That's why not a whole lot is left over from that time period on Earth. But you have to keep in mind the size of the asteroid, while giant, I think it was 6 miles wide, is what we think right now. That's nothing compared to the size of the Earth. So, yes, while if you combine the size of that asteroid plus the speed it was traveling and you chuck it at the Earth,
No, fuck the asteroid. You have to, no. You had the time way before that, supposedly. Many, many millions of light years ago. They told us that the moon, Athena? I think it was Athena? Athena? I think it was called Athena. The moon was named Athena at that time, and Athena hit the Earth. This is all such bullshit, man. And the moon hit the Earth, and then it spun off in its axis, and supposedly I think it even had something to do with changing the spin. I mean, come on, man, it's so fucking stupid. Okay, 1100 mile an hour. It's turning at 1100 miles an hour. Okay, well, what about the North and South Pole? Everything in the North and South Pole would just go off to nothingness, right? There would be no gravity there, right? You start asking serious questions that no one can answer. So they tell you that, oh no, we go there all the time. No, well, nobody goes there all the time. Nobody really goes there ever, right? So they say they go over this and they go over, no, because the Earth is not a ball. So they can claim whatever the fuck they want. They're not actually doing it. And then we're to think, oh no, because we go on airplanes. Yeah, all the more reason why if you looked and saw things for what they were, you'd be able to see that we do not live on a fucking ball. But yet nobody will go and look at that. So they bring out Obama to kick off the flat Earth movement. No one ever used the word flat Earth ever until fucking what? Maybe probably the 1940s, 50s, right? Something like that. And then they started bringing up bits and pieces of the Bible with the firmament, talking about the firmament. Some other religions were calling it a veil. I choose to call it a veil myself, but it's not a veil. Electromagnetic nanocarbon veil, I guess, but just so somebody can wrap their head around the picture without me having to use the word firmament, because firmament gives people an idea of glass, which is also a good possibility because electromagnetic nanocarbon, right? So electromagnetic nanocarbon in this system. So if it's using all of the carbon based materials to create a veil, if that is the false creator slash creators veil, it doesn't look nothing like a veil. I'm just telling you right now, it looks more like an egg because there's not only a top side because the false creator slash creator divided everything. So whatever we see here on our side is the same thing we would see on our other side. It's just going to be the same fucking thing. You're never going to get there. You're never going to want to get there, anyways, as far as I can tell so far. Not using our carbons. We're not going to want to go in our carbon form, but there are a lot of other ways to travel using the True Creator's energy. We can use the True Creator's energy to travel all through this entire realm, even places, we can go places that even our carbon shell cannot go. So it's not worth taking your carbon shell with you to go to these other places. It's not worth it. You won't make it. Your carbon shell won't make it. But our our electrical system will. Okay, so this dude had no fucking clue is what he's saying. But if he goes and watches my videos and he goes and shows himself what I'm showing you guys, everywhere, the moon, the trees, the clouds, you name it, human skin. I want to start getting into the human hand because a lot of the auditors get the cops come up and put the hand right in front of the camera, and I can digitally collect the EMNC from the police officer's hands. So I'm gonna do that. At least it'll give me a laugh, and I won't be aggravated like doing this right now. I am.
Earth, it's going to cause some insane damage. Most of the damage is not going to come from the actual impact of that asteroid. If you were in the general vicinity of the asteroid, yeah, you're going to get turned into goo. I think the impact crater was like 110 miles wide or something like that. It's insane, but again, as majority of us learn.
Yeah, we're spinning at 1,100 miles an hour. We're flying through the vast of outer space at 10,500 miles per hour. We're going around the fucking sun you know what I mean? So full of shit, man. I mean, us, the sun, and the moon are all going through outer space at tens of thousands of miles an hour. Right? I mean, so fucking silly, man. The whole thing. So they got their math only to work with if they got the zeros. It's the only way all of that math works. So therefore, if the math is false, the rest of it's false. If you can't see it for yourself here, where I'm showing it to you everywhere, all around you, then you can at least do your mathematical equations, and you'll see that everything they told you is a lie. Take the zero and the infinity out. They're not real. They're human concept, and they're false. Their purpose is to divide us. That was the purpose of the zero, the O, the circle. Divide us from reality.
Learned in elementary school, what killed the dinosaurs was the climate change that was brought on from the impact of the asteroid. It wasn't the actual impact of the asteroid that killed them all. So yeah, if you go to the actual impact site and you were to try to find fossils, I wouldn't be that surprised necessarily if you couldn't find that.
No, dude, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You're a fucking idiot. So this little question went up many years ago too, and you never had any answers for it. Your science has no answer for it. Okay, so why did all the dinosaurs fucking die in one place on this earth? As you claim, the earth is this big and it's 25,000 mile ball and blah, 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 and all your bullshit that you got from school. Okay, if that is the case, then why did all the dinosaurs all die in one place? Right? We get that question from where all the oil is found, right? Because we were told at one time that it's the dinosaur fossils we were originally told. That is what we were originally told. Even as far back as when I was a kid. I'm 50 years old. So when we were children, where did the oil come from, teacher? And the teacher said from the dinosaur fossils that were left on the earth over millions of years, got ground down and blah, blah, blah. Then it turned out many, many years later, and only in the last probably 30 to 50 years, slowly the education came out with the story of, well, they mean all fossils. In other words, plant fossils. In other words, plant fossils, which I'm going to tell you something, buddy. Even that is a bullshit story. It was not plant fossils because the plants were not even here. The fucking trees were not even here. Again, she's going to come up with her biblical stories when she starts in on it. And she's going to be talking about the tree of life, right? So the tree of life, when you go back to the tree of life, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and not eating the fruit from the tree of life, because that's exactly what it was. That you have to flip flop all the fucking stories in order to see the reality of them and see the reality in them, because the story of God telling Adam and Eve not to eat the apple, don't eat anything bio. You are electrical creatures. You are electrical creatures. Your bodies will naturally absorb and secrete all of the heavy metals and minerals that your body needs to be an awesome electrical species. But we became further and further bio throughout the system. How much our bodies changed? I think I can show it to you enough if anybody's really interested. No one ever asked to see it anymore, but that we had a different look. We looked like, and this girl's talking about giants, okay? What we looked like was the statues of Easter Island. That's what we looked like at one time. That was the False Creator slash Creators original build. I believe we were not even bio at that time. I believe what we were was a synthetic species. We were a synthetic species at that time. We didn't have the same autonomy and biochemistry that we today, of course, have, right? So how many thousands of years ago was that to happen? I don't know, but I don't think it was. It might have been in the millions. Who knows? I don't know. I've never gone back that far when I use the True Creator's energy. I'm stuck right now at the 10,000 year, somewhere in that area is the furthest back that I can really go right now. Um, and even that, it took me a while because what happens when you use the True Creator's work to do that, to move around and you don't really trust it. Oh, it is still playing. Good. Okay. So I guess the rain doesn't come for quite a while. I didn't realize the video was still rolling. If I stop it, I'm better. I better have stopping here and there. Yeah. I mean, they fucking lied about everything, man. I mean, this guy acts like he's got some answers. They're the same answers we were all taught in school. But because this girl went against some of the things that she was led to believe in school, her programming, he's coming out against her. I mean, this is the whole idea, people. This is how we all become divided. We're divided by color. We're divided by religion. We're divided by race. We're divided by sexuality. Because everybody's against each other now. Think about it, man. It's fucking stupid. Go look at what I'm showing you. We will not be divided anymore. Once we know.
But it's
Once we
not
all
like
look,
an
see it.
Earth-sized asteroid hit the Earth and just blew up everything and made us start from the beginning. Most of the Earth's surface was fine. It's not like the impact of this asteroid shaved off the Earth's surface and just took us back to the core. It's what was going on above the surface and with the climate that was so devastating. I feel like this is a pretty easy concept to understand and should not cause that much confusion on why fossils still exist.
It's easy to connect the dots once your eyes are open. It's just another thing they made up to keep us from the truth. Truth is,
I'll tell you something else we can prove too there, douchebag. Not you, lady, but the other douchebag that's narrating for you this video. I've done research on the trees. I did research on the trees, and we can prove for ourselves, we can prove that right now, to simplify it for you, right now there are more trees and bioplant life on this earth than there has ever been. Ever. There's never been this much tree and plant life as there is right now on this earth. Pretty fucking incredible shit, right? It's provable. Here comes another big face coming in this way. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but here's another good one that you should be able to see. Is it starting to go there? It is stuck. Why the fuck is it stuck? Yeah, it just keeps sticking. That's fucking weird. Oh, let's listen to this girl again.
giants existed.
Alright, again, if you're gonna make a crazy claim like this, you've gotta give me something to explain why you believe this. If you want to ignore the hundreds of years that have gone into explaining
I can show it to you. I can show you. And then it's not the Evanescence that she's talking about. It's not them. They looked like the statues from Easter Island, and they had long, skinny legs and long, skinny arms. And I can show them to you. They're in the places I seen them were in the ancient caves, because you can extract the True Creator's imagery from anywhere on this earth, anywhere in this realm for that matter. And therefore, when I seen them, I started looking into them a little bit, and I found many of them at this point, and we can all see them, and we can see what they look like. And as far as their time frame, I'm assuming, because they're the only other image I ever seen, other than the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, in those caves. Now, I've never seen them outside the caves. I've never seen them other than the ancient caves from several different channels and several different people that were doing videos of the caves. And I was shouting out to them. I was calling them out at the time saying, why are you not seeing this? because I was seeing it very clearly and I was pointing it out, doing the same thing I'm doing right now with this video here. I'm actually getting really pissed because this video has not moved in so long, so I'm going to try to get out of it. I'm assuming that I went offline again because that's something that's happening lately is all my computers are being fucked with. So my phones are keep shutting down and I'm getting locked out of them. I just wanted to go through this video on Rumble and the fucking thing ain't moving and the computer keeps freezing, so I'm gonna probably have to just shut it down. I'll try to go on to one of the other channels
How,
for the next
why,
15
and
minutes.
when dinosaurs existed, go
'Cause this
for
is
it. I don't
pissing
care.
me
It's
the
not
fuck
like if
off.
you believe in dinosaurs or not really means that much to me. But if you're going to extend that to say that the government doesn't want you to know that giant humans existed, and that's why they've tricked you into thinking that dinosaurs existed, you owe me an explanation. I'm going to ask it again. What benefit does the government receive from keeping the existence of giant humans hush hush? And how in the world have we managed?
Because the reason why it benefits them is because it benefits us. It benefits the zombie slaves. It's the whole reason for the government's existence is to continuously lie to us. We want to be lied to. If we didn't want to be lied to, then we would just go look at things for ourselves, see them for what they are. We would not keep looking for more lies. And that's exactly what we do. We want to live by the lies. We want to live by our imaginations and claim it to be truth and reality. And we base it on, yeah, I came offline again. I can see it over here. What a piece of shit. Unfucking believable. I have to reset the computer. Maybe something else is going on, but it sucks. Can't even put
And to
together a
get
few
every
fucking
single
videos,
government
man.
and elite to all come together for the first time in human history to hide the existence of these giant humans behind the lie of dinosaurs. Because if we could make that happen again for a few other policies not involving giant humans, I'm all ears. I mean, seriously, I think that's the most unrealistic part about this entire theory, that we somehow got every single civilization's leadership on the planet to agree on something. Well, guys, what do you think? Are dinosaurs just another one of the government's
Yeah, we did the same thing with the moon landing. It's funny that you say that because why is it so hard to believe that we would do that with dinosaurs? But yet, when you go look at the moon landing and how fraudulent and fake and goofy the whole thing was, and look at how everybody still believes in it, even to today, with all of the fake ass garbage human technology we have today, no one can look back and say, that was some really shitty CGI, man, right? No one's going to do it. There's only maybe a few thousand people. So a few thousand people on this earth out of 7.8 billion realize that we've been lied to. And even those people, they don't even bring it up because they know they're going to get ranked out by the 7.8 billion, right? So they don't say anything. Let me say something, please. They're full of shit. The moon landing was a fucking joke. So why? Why the extravagant lie to convince people that the moon was fucking real and that the moon landing is real and the moon is what we were told it is? I mean, the moon is real, obviously, but it's not what we were told it is. The moon is actually the false creator / creator's clock, and the moon is also used as I'm going to come back to this one. It's also used as a regulator, a electromagnetic nanocarbon regulator, when what we call souls are issued to the bio realm. Pretty amazing, huh? But no one will go look. No one will go look. You better start fucking playing, bitch. Still stuck at 842. Still not playing. This is crazy. Why? It just don't want to play. It's just frozen. I don't know. Let's go to something else then. I just wanted to prove a point. So here it is. So 5 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down on this video. 1 follower. I only have 1 follower on this channel. Right? Yeah. There's 41 videos. And this video, and it starts raining right here. I think it starts raining here. Let's go try to go to it. So anyway, back to this douchebag. So hey, douchebag. So the moon landings. I mean, right? I mean, think about it. So if they lied about that bad in 1969 to convince you that you lived on a spinning wet pararocket ball, why would they not go through with the dinosaur bullshit stories years earlier, right? Look at all the 7 wonders of the world, how badly we've been lied to about all those. They're nothing compared to the other thousands and thousands of real, not even wonders, just realities of the world, right? We were totally lied to about everything from the pyramids, the Peruvian ancient realms and relics, and I mean, the whole thing. The Egyptian culture was a total fucking lie. The ancient Egyptians, that is. So it was all bullshit. They make it up as they go along, I guess, you know? And it takes them hundreds of years to implement shit. You would think it just like happens so fucking slow that each generation just gets sick of waiting for the punchline, you know? I'm surprised this thing is still. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's just staying. I don't know how anybody could watch this. Look, it's staying at 9:36. Play, pause, play, pause. It's not playing. It's still staying at 9:36. The only time it moves is if I manually move the fucking thing. So, I mean, they suck. They suck. You really do, man. What the hell's the name of this? Rumble. Let's see. Let's go to another channel.
Conspiracies. Have we once again been fooled by the scary elites? Is Ross Geller actually a government agent? These are the real questions we should be asking our leaders. Forget about taxes. This is what we need to know. If you're of the camp of Miss Queen, if everything is 0003 and you all...
Yeah, but you're the same type of person that would not... You'd go watch the moon landings, and then you think that the astronauts are real. You look at the space station, and you don't ask yourself, well, gee, how the fuck is it that I'm seeing this space station that's supposed to be 150,000 miles away, and it's the size of a football field, but I can't even see the football field that's downtown from in my city that I live in. And I'm living up on the top of the hill. I go to my grandmother's rooftop, and it looks like a tiny little fucking dot, and it's in the same city that I'm living in, which is only means it's maybe 40, 50 miles away. And so 40, 50 miles compared to 150,000 miles, 125,000 miles, big fucking difference. So you're telling me that I'm going to see this field, something the size of a field? What does it have, mirrors all over it and it's reflecting the sun? Or are those lights coming from... Are you running that many light bulbs up there just so I can see your stupid fucking space station? Is that what you're telling me? Right, douchebag? And then you go along with the shit, and you believe it, and you believe the fucking nonsense. Here's a rock. Here's a big boulder of rock on the Miguel Everyone channel. So I'm going to go over to this channel. So you believe that shit, but yet your mind can't go where this girl's mind's going, right? But all that other nonsense, you can go right along with. Unbelievable, man.
Also don't believe in dinosaurs. I would apologize for kind of giving you the smackdown during this video, but that would be insincere. Pick up a book. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you any.
Okay, let's look around, see what else we got while I'm doing this. Okay, so here's a rock. I'm going to go in on it in a minute. Let's see, I'm going to zoom in on it. And I'm waiting to get there. I want to get somewhere around there might be good. Let's stop right about there. Okay, good enough. All right, so now I got a blue filter on the camera here, which is fine. I'm going to leave that boulder, that rock right there. Let your eyes soak it up for a minute. Let you get used to looking at the timelines. Who's this? This guy's pretty good. Bay Area, I think this is.
You know that I battled with including one particular part of this video, specifically the interaction with the Karen who called the police in the first place, right? In the end, I decided that I didn't want to share her face on screen, let her keep a little bit of her privacy, although I was perfectly within my rights to record her, and she should know that. What I feel is important, however, is what part this Karen and other like hers play in the continuance of this country's overall police state. She witnessed no crime or criminal characteristics, but called in on me only because I look less fortunate. Let's listen to some of her words right now.
You're fucking like trash. Get the fuck out of my house.
Be quiet. You're being...
You're being disorderly. Well, we got this lady being disorderly now after she called the PD on me for no reason. Now she's yelling, screaming. This is ridiculous. Oh, we got an officer parked right here. That's crazy. All I was doing was walking around, sitting down, trying to rest my knee. And this, yeah, right. See, that's what I mean.
Okay, Bay fam, you heard that. And to the Karen who that was, you're lucky I don't post the whole video of you exposing you for the type of person you are. To be clear, this woman who was yelling at me at the top of her lungs like a crazy person was doing so right in front of a police officer who was parked across the street from us. She was also the only one who was around watching me while I was walking around and sitting down in the parking lot. There was no one else around. You could tell her opinion based on her "yeah right" comment to my statement that I wasn't doing anything but walking around and sitting down. Bay fam, we really need to take a look at why there is no sense of solidarity within the public community. There's no shared sense of integrity. People are shallow and viciously jump to conclusions to help bring the misfortune of others. This Karen saw no crime and made only assumptions about a person dressed a certain way walking through a rows of cars. It was her own perception that since I was dressed to look less fortunate, guess what? I could be up to no good, and the police need to be involved. The Fourth Amendment guarantees us the right to be free of unwarranted searches and seizures, but was I really guaranteed this basic freedom here? What were the grounds I was detained on? A person merely saying I could be tampering, maybe with cars? She didn't have anything to base this opinion on except the way I was dressed, like white trash in her own words. Funny, she didn't mention the fact I was openly recording while I was in the parking lot either, did she? It was very clear Officer Duggan didn't feel the need to handcuff me as he stated in the video until I refused to give up my Fifth Amendment right, which at the time, then he did so as a means of retaliation to me telling him to hush up so I could speak. Is this behavior okay? Are the police allowed to bully us in Pinole? Chief Gang, I think you need to retrain your officers and do a little bit better.
Pieces of straight trash.
Actually, Jay, they are. They are allowed to. We're allowing it all to happen. There is no real, true rights in this country or any other country. It's all a fucking game. They're fucking you. Hopefully, Jay, I'm going to call you, all you auditors out over the next few hundred parts of these series that I'm working on. I'll start putting some of them in your name of your channel and try calling you out that way. Hopefully you come over and you look at what it is I'm trying to show you. What we're looking at right now, this is a boulder. This is just a rock. I'm digitally collecting electromagnetic nanocarbon from this area we call the rock. I could take the camera off the tripod and really bring you in on them even better. And I may do that as we're going along. But I just want you to know that when you look around, especially like go... look, you're in California, I guess. Yeah, you're in California. So if you go around and look around, California is really fucking bad. Very tyrannic, too. But it's not the fault of the police. It's our fault. It's the 7.8 billion zombie slaves. It's our fault for everything. We asked for this shit. We asked for it to be this way. So all these Karens and Kens, we bore these Karens and Kens in our lifetime, and they come all different ages. I mean, there's Karens and Kens that are in their 70s, 80s. Doesn't matter. Constantly, you'd think that people that went through military school and went to war and stuff like that, they would come back as constitutionalists because we say that they fought for our rights and all this shit. No, they didn't. They come back and they're Karens and Kens too. So you can't go by that either. But let's listen to some of this video while we're listening. I'll break in here and there, I guess.
That was ridiculous, guys. So, alright, we're going to come back here, record a little bit more of the back gate. So, here's the cameras there. Let's get this license plate. What was that?
Can I help you with something?
No, you can go back to work. That's about it. So now we got somebody else. Got somebody else. Here comes another car right here, flying in. There's another one flying in. That's right. Yeah, that's right. There you go. So that's the way we treat them. She called and they came flying in the parking lot like they were gonna do something. So now he's over there watching me. I'm blowing kisses at him, guys. So what they're doing is they're just sitting there waiting for me to leave. Waiting to figure out what car I go to or something like that so that they can try to figure out who I am and where I'm from. So at a later date, of course, they can harass me. Wow, this was ridiculous, guys. I think this was one of the worst audits that I've ever done.
But you know what, dude? You know what they're doing, Jay, is they're doing that with everybody. They're putting their lists together of all the troublemakers, and all over YouTube and all over Facebook and all over the street, wherever you live, it doesn't matter. All these lists are being put together over the years. We always knew this. They used to put these lists together by, yeah, that's pretty cool. One of my videos popped up here. That's very unusual. Let me go back to the. That's very weird. Yeah, they do. They're fucked up, man. You know, it's fucked up. I like these guys. I like you auditors, but the thing is that you're not going to get anywhere arguing with the zombie slaves. You're really not. Because what they're doing is they're putting up more signs, they're putting in fences, they're buying a lot more tape, yellow tape, to keep people away further, blah, 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 all these things. Why did it go to there? This is fucked up. Did not hit that. I wanted videos. And then I want to look around. Let's go back to them.
They say I'm trying to get their attention. No. Walking around and sitting down is not trying to get your attention. I can see if I was trying to pry on a car or something, then you might have some reasonable suspicion. But walking around, sitting in between cars that people usually don't go to is BS, and they know it. So... Right, vehicle 801. Where this says it's closed, the PD is closed, or the public safety building is closed, and to pick up the phone. Right there. So you can't get in. So we're gonna go ahead and use the phone on them. Get a complaint form. Yeah, I need a complaint form, citizens complaint form out here, and I need a public records request form from you guys as well. I'm not gonna give my name. At this telephone, I guess I can't get inside the PD, right? So, thank you. So, Bay fam, I never try to curse at the police. I really do try to avoid it. But when I have a couple cops that are really wrenching my arm around and then basically mocking me and making fun of me, saying I'm just complaining about it, and so on and so forth, and then putting the cuffs on me so tight that you can still 30, 45 minutes later see the marks on my wrist, I lose my temper for sure. And all I did essentially was exercise my Fifth Amendment right not to talk to them. And so not talking to them was doing it the hard way, and so they're going to put me in cuffs because I didn't talk to them. So what they're saying is, if I would have talked to them and would have told them that whatever, if I would have just given up my right, I wouldn't have went in cuffs. Honestly, that tells you at that point that there was never, ever a need to put me in cuffs. I wasn't a threat. They didn't have reasonable suspicion that I had a weapon. They didn't even pat me down. They threw me in cuffs, wrenched my arm. The other one tried to start snatching on me because I had my phone going in my pocket. And then they started making fun of me because I was complaining about it. And I still, later, have the marks all over my wrists. All over. Look at that one. That's the worst one right there. It's all red still. Look at that. Jesus. So yeah, I think this one's going down in the history books, that's for sure. Just wondering where the forms are that I requested down here by the phone. Been about 20 minutes now. Okay, we gotta wait this long, or? I mean, it shouldn't take that long, right? Alright, well, hurry up. Alright. Here's one of the cops coming to give me forms now. Public records request, citizens complaint.
The public records request you can do at a later time. So, because right now our records people aren't
I'll
there.
take it.
Hang on, but this is the.
Hang on, what? I don't need to be
This
explained.
is
Just give
the
me the form.
complaint form.
Yeah, give it to me.
So just to let you know, you are going to need to put your identification on there.
Negative. You don't have to file it. You don't have to put your identification for a complaint. Take the complaint.
Okay. And what's the complaint
Go
for?
ahead and give me the complaint.
Well, what's the complaint for?
Look at, here he goes, guys. Here he goes. You see this? You see this? That's what the complaints are for. It's been about 45 minutes. What's going on with that? Now give me a complaint form. And more. It's none of your business what the complaint's about. The complaint's about I'm filing a complaint.
Walkway towards the.
Jesus. Here we go, guys. Showing the service we get. Can I have the complaint form, please, so I can leave?
Please, there you go.
Thank you. Because I said please now? I have to say please to you? I have to say please to you?
Have a good day.
You serve me. You're a public servant. You're under me. Okay? I don't serve you, you piece of trash. This guy wants me to treat him like he's my master, guys. Because I said please, I can have the form. Look at this freaking clown right here, guys.
Yep.
Trash. This PD is straight. You know how you're making your PD look? Look at you, dude. I'm gonna have your badge, bro. I'm gonna have this guy's badge for sure. What a piece of trash, dude. Yeah, go dismissed. Oh my God. I bet you never heard that before. Does it hurt? Clown. Oh my God. He said I had to say please for the form. I had to say please. I can't.
Oops. Oops. I can pause.
This is basically an ego-driven arrest. There was no need for the arrest. I was literally just trying to ask the officer questions. I was in cuffs very, very fast, right? I wasn't refusing to leave. I was just trying to talk to him. As a matter of fact, I was even walking out of the little lot where we were at until he stopped me and talked to me, and I turned around to talk to him, and then they arrested me. You'll see that in the video. Another thing is, I went to court yesterday, Bay Fam, and I went ahead and pled not guilty. I went to my arraignment in Medford Municipal Court via Zoom, and so we are going to go ahead and head to trial. And I'm going to try to broadcast this trial for you guys. We're going to try to record and broadcast live. If I can get all that set up, we're going to put in a request. I need to hire a lawyer for this.
Hopefully we're going to get a good lawyer out in Oregon. I'm not going to hire the lawyer unless it's a really good lawyer and they're ready to take this to trial. And we're going to try to get this municipal code overturned if we can. So anyways, bear with me through this process. I appreciate your guys' support through the process. I appreciate each and every one of you. Go follow us on YouTube at BayFam Clips. Subscribe, like, share. It's BAT. Let's get to the video.
Police parking. Authorized parking only. That's cool. Police parking, but could definitely be right here though. Well, there we go. We got a truck going in. I was kind of waiting for a vehicle to go in here, Medford, Oregon. Let's check them out. Got that one. Kind of take pictures around the outside. There's a camera there. Go ahead and check it out. Be on the way, they found. Bear with me, baby. Community service officer parking. Alright, you got one community service officer tell the other one what I was doing and alright, looks like maybe we got the shift change or something. Another officer comes in. Let's go ahead and hop in here and take some pictures. We had one just pass me while this one comes in. We got one coming out, it looks like. So, a couple good ones. I mean, I feel like I'm out of your way. Why is that? But I don't understand. Why is that, sir? What?
And even sudden violence. However, no situation, or at least none that I can imagine, can justify the consequences of the use of force by these officers during this arrest. Nothing can explain what you are about to see. Now, we have covered the video in part so you could see most of it. Otherwise, YouTube probably wouldn't let us show any of it. But still, please be advised, what we're about to show may be upsetting and disturbing.
Get attorney control. Wait, put down some of them names. Attorney Gunn is
No hice nada, Maco. No hice nada, come.
Oh, you were getting my face. I was trying to help you out.
Hey, ahorita cabrona.
14, zapato aquí, roll 52, 1018.
Pinche cabrona, cállate. Me mandaste a la verga, cabrona.
Now, what happened in the part of the video we had to censor is simply put horrific. The officers, while attempting to take Mr. Rigoberto Barrientos to the ground, broke, and I mean compound fractured his leg. They literally turned his leg backwards. They essentially severed his leg from his body. The injury was so severe the doctors could not reattach it. Instead, they had to amputate it below his knee. It is a horrifying injury that has literally changed his life.
That's a lot of blood. Yeah, he's under the influence. Yeah, what she told me, all they're gonna start detaining me. All they're gonna detain, I put on her back, he starts to
Yeah, and then we go down, and that's it.
and then he goes down and out of like whenever we get to the handcuffs. Dude, it's because I saw he was missing a leg. I was like, where is his leg? Yeah. It was like, and literally like, I'm literally like, because it was everybody out there. It was like literally like, where's his leg? And I saw it and they pulled it out thinking it was like gonna be dislocated or something. And bro, and I knew I should have came as soon as I heard the call. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was gonna be like.
But here's the surprising twist. So far, the police department and the local prosecutor's office have said nothing about the two officers involved. They haven't even confirmed that there's any investigation into the traumatic use of excessive force at all, nor have they even promised to consider criminal charges for the brutality, although Mr. Barrientos had been charged with resisting arrest despite the fact he was not charged with domestic violence. Here's a clip from the press conference held by the victim's lawyer, Kevin Green, where you can see the devastating impact of the injury inflicted by the police. Just look.
I'm an attorney out of Austin, Texas. My name is Kevin Green. I also have the honor and privilege of representing Mr. Rigoberto Barrientos, who lost his leg. He was a victim of 4 sheriff's deputies that assaulted him last year. And then his case lay